The reason we want this fight so bad is because it is so contested. It's so interesting to see who's going to be able to enact their style and get the victory here.
I want to fight for undisputed. You know, when I'm talking about it, I feel fire inside of me, and I see I'm close.
There's a lot of gas in the 11th, and now Bivol has him hurt. Hard right hand. Smith has never been down.
I think Dmitry is fast enough, strong enough, enough skills.
It's his mentality to continue to do what he has to do when the fire comes. And that moment's going to come with Beterbiev.
You can just hear the power of Beterbiev.
Artur Beterbiev, he's a real champion. He's disciplined, devoted.
Artur Beterbiev got excellent boxing skills. Nobody has brought him out yet because his power is so devastating.
Dmitry Bivol, do you have a message for Dmitry?
Even glancing blows from Beterbiev can do serious damage.
You know.
Beterbiev versus Bivol is, in my humble viewpoint, literally the single best matchup you can make in boxing today.
Fight fans, welcome back.
I want to thank everybody that came out, everybody that tuned in.
I love boxing. I love boxing so much.
What the real fight fans are here for, and that is Dmitry Bivol versus Artur Beterbiev. Undisputed, all the marbles, as they say, #1 versus #2.
We announce now the undisputed fight, the big fight.
The sport of boxing continues its healthy run of producing undisputed champions. The best versus the best. Zero contention on the top dog.
To become the first undisputed super middleweight of all time. There's never been a super middleweight to do that, so I want to be the first.
All hail King Canelo! Mexico's first undisputed!
How many rounds that fight gonna last? You and Earl?
I don't know. I ain't no psychic.
I don't think it go the distance though.
Whether it do or not, I'm gonna be undisputed.
I know you didn't, but you should be the undisputed champion for your victory. Unfortunately, you're not.
Why? Teofimo, he was lineal, correction, but he wasn't undisputed. Sorry.
Why? We got all the belts. Well, you're missing one. You can't be undisputed.
Do that.
You can't be undisputed.
Franchise.
We got the man.
Light heavyweight is the latest division edging towards a 4-belt ruler as two fearless warriors prepare for battle. Blocks in the road have almost been cleared.
Undisputed title on the line. I know you've been waiting a long time. How are you feeling about hopefully it finally being here?
Tell him we going for Canelo next.
Yes,
You heard it from him.
we are ready.
His Excellency Turkey Al-Sheikh's the reason this fight is going to happen.
I want to say thank you to him from all of boxing society. He's giving to boxing fans good matches.
My man Turkey Al-Sheikh is making sure that real boxing is on its way back.
Artur and Bivol is huge as a fan, and I want to see this fight, and the fans want to see this fight.
Everyone wants to see it.
And he's standing on making the best fights happen, which is why Canelo doesn't like him, because he's demanding everybody to fight the very best.
I mean, there's so many, man, in this generation, in the 4-belt era that are trying to become undisputed champion. We're getting close to that. Another undisputed champion in the light heavyweight division.
One man is enjoying the form of his life.
I feel great, you know. I was fresh.
He's unloading here, catching with the right hand as well.
I wanna next fight soon.
The other is renowned as a monster in the ring.
They said that his power is different, like bone-crushing type power.
And Johnson now takes on right and is up against the...
A tantalizingly talented tactician with a simple yet devastatingly effective skill set.
Bivol depends on rhythm. He does. He gets into a rhythm, and it's hard to get him out of that rhythm. Canelo couldn't get him out of that rhythm.
Look at him go. Oh, my word, Bivol.
facing a pound-for-pound power puncher who takes devastating to a whole other level. The winner shall reign supreme. Here we present Dmitry Bivol versus Artur Beterbiev. A closer look. Welcome to a Motivedia presentation.
Hey Fight fans, it's Michelle Joy Phelps. Dmitry, it's good to see you here in Riyadh.
Fresh from a 6th round stoppage of Malik Zinad, perpetual mover Dmitry Bivol suddenly rediscovered his mean streak.
All right, anyway, enough of the niceties. We're here for 5 versus 5.
This card is so special. You've got 5 pure 50-50 fights. I mean, 2 thrilling heavyweight fights, a world championship fight, a big domestic fight, you know, an England versus America. I mean, it's just...
Obviously, your opponent change kind of disrupted a little bit of training camp as you were preparing for Beterbiev.
Now, when the boxing world heard that Beterbiev was injured, the disappointment around the boxing fans was huge. Talk to me about how disappointed you were when you heard the news.
Of course I was disappointed, and I asked what we're gonna do. The fight delayed, what we're gonna do now, because I spent 2 months in the training camp. Do we have some options for me?
You are fighting Malik Zinad. We know that he's undefeated.
And they asked me about Zinad. He just won some fight.
I fly now to Australia. When I got there, I beat him up and I left.
He rocked him!
And he become second in IBF, I think, something like this.
They running right after me. Cause I'm #1, so that means everyone come after me. I'm at the top and they pray that I fall.
Malik's very confident.
Oh, they want a little, but I need it all, yeah. Had to finesse through the matrix, I'm here to take it.
You're no stranger to upsets, you know. You came in and upset Pampale, and no one expected that win.
Beat all the odds like we just gambled in Vegas.
How on the card Saturday night do you upset the boxing world once again and really become the spoiler?
Favorite New Zealander in New Zealand. Oh, left hand.
Me, I use this pressure. I use this because I'm a fighter. You will see that.
Against Bivol, you can't afford to do that. This is a good start from Zinad.
He's a good fighter. He's a world champion. Yeah, respect to him, but he's gonna find a hard one in the ring.
I love your confidence,
yeah,
man.
Of course, man. That's what we love. That's my job.
Perhaps the frustration of an aborted clash with his generational rival, mixed with the abrasive Libyan's confidence, spurred Bivol on to finally let the hands fly.
Jones Jr. in his basement. Oh, Bivol!
Returning to the same scene of a rust-shedding domination of Lyndon Arthur 7 months before.
The only question was, can he get the finish? And that's what I've been calling for, the body shot.
Featuring as an outlier on the 5 versus 5 megacard, Bivol was content to do what he does best.
He has good speed, better speed that I thought maybe. I felt that his chin is too high. Yeah.
And he's ready to go! Corner, and they'll stop it! Dmitry Bivol!
I feel great that I came back to the ring and I won with TKO. It's good feelings.
Brushing aside talk of a catchweight clash with Canelo Alvarez.
Would you like a rematch with Canelo?
I don't... about rematch, of course it's possible, but it's not important now for me.
He put forward an uncomplicated message. I want to be undisputed.
Undisputed title on the line. I've been waiting a long time.
Now I can move forward again to my goal to be undisputed champion.
Delivering his usual laconic responses with a twinkle in the eye, Bivol is a legitimate man of steel.
I read an article somewhere where somebody said that you were the reason that I retired. They said, this is the young guy that made Andre Ward retire. I was like, oh my goodness.
I thought that.
Yeah.
Currently holding the WBA Super World crown at 175, Bivol had previously announced himself to the wider sporting public by posting a stunning points win over Canelo in May.
I've never worked with anyone like Canelo Alvarez. This is a true great of modern-day boxing. Within 1 year, becomes undisputed 168-pound championship by beating all 3 champions. Callum Smith.
Dance like 3 rounds ago. I've never seen Canelo dance either. He's feeling light on the...
Hey, who's next?
Billy Joe Saunders.
And it is over. They have stopped the fight.
Who's next?
And Caleb Plant. If that wasn't enough, now he moves up again another division to fight, in my opinion, the best light heavyweight in the world in Dmitry Bivol.
What do you think about his upcoming fight against Bivol?
Oh man, that's gonna be a good one. You know, people don't expect that Bivol is pretty good. Like technically wise, he's good.
With Bivol, it's different. His style is completely unique. You know, he uses his jab a lot. He's strong, and he's always moving in and out. So Canelo is gonna have some problems.
Canelo's Canelo. You know, he's a hard man to beat. How could you bet against him?
Look at him go! Oh my word, Bivol!
He stayed composed. He stuck to the basics. He used his jab. He used his combinations. When Canelo only threw 5 punches, Bivol was throwing more than one.
Bivol is throwing combinations. He's landing. He's having more success.
It was a bad matchup for Alvarez, sure. Against Bivol, absolutely. He's much taller. A natural light heavyweight. We got it.
It was an increasingly one-sided performance that only the 3 judges deemed to be close.
How can you score all 3 judges 113, 113, 115? Like, my man literally was winning the fight big time. I felt like he just cleaned up the round.
I've heard fighters say they learn more from losses than wins. The only 2 blemishes on your record, obviously, Floyd Mayweather and Bivol. Which one bothered you the most just out of those 2?
The Bivol fight, because, you know, I'm not in my 100% in that fight, and I learned my lesson in that way, and that's it.
You just beat the pound for pound #1. Do you consider yourself you took his spot?
To be honest, no. I just beat a guy who wanted my belt, and he was super middleweight.
There's a jump, man. And I think it was 160. Golovkin was the middleweight champion. And so that 15-pound jump is giant.
Displaying dazzling hand speed, resilience, and stamina, plus the capacity to pick his moments and let go with eye-catching flurries. Bivol is a finely tuned athlete competing at his prime.
He's fun to watch. He's a calculated, silent assassin, and as I call it, I know you don't like that word, but you know what? You are.
Whether schooling John Pascal or blasting away the likes of Trent Broadhurst in a round.
Distance. Oh, and a beautiful right hand over inside a round.
Bivol's game has various facets and has found an astonishingly productive style.
He's a master of positioning. In and out, in and out.
He bounces back with his feet first, then he comes back and attacks with counter punches. He throws it quick and it's over with. Like that. He said, boom, 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 and it's over with.
It's incredible the way he does it. He makes you miss just by a little bit, and he steps right in and bangs you with hard shots.
It's very frustrating fighting a guy you can't touch because Bivol does have fast feet. He knows how to back up.
Forced to play the waiting game for his big opportunity to satisfy his urge to become undisputed, Dmitry Bivol still needs to overcome his toughest challenge so far.
I can say this, in that division, it's a guy, Artur, Beterbiev. That's the one to watch out for in the light heavyweight division. He can punch, he's strong. He's beaten Kovalev twice in the amateurs.
Known for his amateur battles with Sergey Kovalev and Alexander Usyk,
Alexander Usyk from the Ukraine will be boxing Artur Beterbiev from Russia. A right hand by Beterbiev, though, scores on the temple. Usyk a little shaken, and Beterbiev going in for the finish.
This guy's got over 300 amateur fights. He's come up in the Soviet system. I've sat and watched this guy. I've called his fights. I've studied him. He's different.
Artur Beterbiev based himself in Canada and burst onto the professional scene in 2013.
When we first signed him in Canada, and I was like, this guy is just
treacherous, how scary he feels and his energy is. But what he does in the ring, hello, do I love it.
And he's got this seek and destroy style that's absolutely terrifying. He just comes at guys and never backs up.
Beterbiev began blasting away a relatively high level of competition from the beginning, including former world champion Tavoris Cloud in just his 6th fight.
And how has Cloud managed to recover? And that is an absolutely jolting left hand from Beterbiev. You can see the head snap back. And surely Cloud cannot last too much longer.
As the level of opposition rises, many early destroyers revert to the mean. Beterbiev, however, just kept on wiping out challenges in highlight reel fashion.
Significant of the last century as Beterbiev comes clocking in with a right hand and then another short punch.
Displaying an unworldly level of power.
This dude, he throws his body into every punch like he's physically strong.
Easier way to get to Page.
He hits extremely hard and he doesn't even have to hit you clean. He can graze you and you can have problems.
I say this with respect. You're the scariest boxer I've seen in a long time, sir.
After picking up the IBF crown in 2017, Beterbiev added Alexander Vozdik's WBC belt in 2019 and Joe Smith's WBO strap in 2022.
IBF champion Artur Beterbiev and WBC champion Alexander Vozdik.
Robert, what makes Alex Vozdik good as a fighter?
No, but
that right hand on the jaw, pinpoint accuracy.
Olympian, medalist, very good power, insane power.
There's some history between you guys. I know you lost to him in the amateurs.
You know, it was 10 years ago. At that time, he was just better, but right now, we'll see what's gonna happen right now.
Here comes Beterbiev.
A lot of the fans there, they want to see Gvozdyk Bivol, and so do I. But I don't even think Gvozdyk is going to go past Beterbiev. I think he's going to get knocked out in that fight.
Light heavyweight.
I think I given the best fight so far. If I'm happy with the result, no, because I think I could do better. But yeah, so he's definitely the hardest puncher I've ever fought.
Beterbiev dropped him 3 times and technically knocked him out. Vozdik wound up in the hospital for 2 days after last Friday night's fight.
My God. You know, wow. I'm not good today. I'm really not good today. I'm sorry. Hey, well, if that wasn't your good, then hey, I would hate to see your good. Okay?
And then also too, you got Beterbiev versus Joe Smith. That's a fucking banger right there, man. I'm excited to see that one.
He's just another man, just like everyone else. So I believe, you know, if I can make it through all the fights that I have, I can make it through this one.
The thing about Joe Smith, bro, he's very tough and rugged. And did you see the one when he fought Bivol?
As I mentioned, Bivol.
Good shot there. That might have hurt Bivol right there. That was a overhand right at the bell.
Joe Smith, Beterbiev. Who wins?
Joe, you won a world title. You beat a living legend in Hopkins.
And even in your last fight, like when you fought Joe Smith.
Opponent. Big right hand. He's out.
I'm like, damn, did he just land on his head on the concrete?
Yep. Backwards, too.
Yeah, backwards. Right through the ropes.
Yeah.
And the ropes seemed loose.
The WBO, IBF, WBC light heavyweight titles on the line.
Champion versus champion in the light heavyweight division.
Yes, he's a punching machine. He's heavy-handed. But look at the timing right there.
Beterbiev. He caught Smith coming in.
Honestly, I didn't even feel it. My legs just went down and never came back. So,
and I was impressed by how good he was on his feet. He did what Tank did to Rolly Romero. He walked this guy into a right hand in the first round. I didn't know that was in his bag.
The guy is much more complete than he gets credit for.
He's a lot better skillfully than what people give him credit for, and he's going to be a hard guy to beat.
He's a beast. He is a beast.
The sight of blood streaming down Beterbiev's face, growing angrier with each passing round as he laid a pounding on Marcus Brown, encapsulated the fearsome reputation of Beater Beast.
Whenever they ask me about his power, I always tell them this. I talk to the sparring partners because I drive them to the gym and take them back.
I mean, supernatural, unnatural strength. I mean, it's crazy. If you spar with him, trust me, I know.
Lionel Thompson. He said sparring with Artur was worse than getting hit by a car.
Is he the hardest hitting guy you ever sparred the ring with?
Like this, he's the hardest hitting guy I ever been hit by since I've been born.
Wow.
When I heard about dudes that been in there with him, I heard stories that I never heard about. Damn near nobody except for prime Mike Tyson.
If you had to fight him in a fight, how would you beat him?
I wouldn't fight him.
No, but if they offered you to fight,
I would say no.
Wow.
This guy punches so hard, it's crazy. And he's special too.
Following back-to-back Brit beatings that saw Anthony Yarde and Callum Smith try to hang with the power, Beterbiev was finally fully focused on this battle for light heavyweight supremacy. However, two new shadows loomed over him, the creeping hand of Father Time and the associated physical creaks of an aging frame.
Why you remind me?
Why you remind me?
Have you had to adapt your game with age or change your style at all now that you're getting older?
I always ask my coach, like condition coach, boxing coach, how do you think I do? They tell me like you do better than 2 years ago. Maybe they lie me. To me, I don't know.
He will need to be 100% fit and able to employ all of his skills to overcome brilliant Bivol. Bivol's 52% KO ratio may pale in comparison to his heavy-handed compatriot, but it masks a fighter whose power clearly commands respect.
Was Bivol's power impressive to you?
Bivol, he does have enough power to stun you.
We haven't seen Smith fly out of the ring yet because he's Joe Smith.
But he's so busy, he hits you with 5-6 punches that are stunning you. So you get stunned and then you get stunned again, where it makes you, you start hesitating on what you're gonna throw.
No stranger to going the distance as a 10-year pro, Dmitry's 190 career rounds included 9 consecutive 12-rounders since a stoppage of Sullivan Barrera in 2018. That streak was broken by the Zinab thumping in Riyadh earlier this year. Turning pro in 2013, Beterbiev, meanwhile, has never heard the closing bell. 20 wins, 20 KOs.
They said that his power is different, like bone-crushing type power.
He's out of there. And Johnson now takes on right and is up against...
Beterbiev is Sonny Liston and John Wick. He's the boogeyman. How do you pronounce that again?
Baba Yaga.
Wait, Bayaga.
Baba Yaga, yep.
That's him.
You do have explosive power. Where does the power come from?
I think it's come from boxing gym.
Comes from putting in that work, for sure.
No, I've seen you do some of your exercises, yeah.
It's helping for twist, like
the wrist.
With just 98 career rounds, Germany's Enrico Kulling is the only man to even last into the final stanza.
And down goes Kulling. He will still not have to listen to the cards.
6 years older at 39, Artur enjoys just a 1-inch reach advantage. 2 quality amateurs, Bivol swept up at youth level. While Beterbiev claimed double European and world gold before competing in the Olympics.
I fought Beterbiev in the Olympics. When I fought him, we fought basically at cruiserweight. Him dropping down to light heavy, that would make him, like I said, a devastating puncher. So,
a chopping right hand by Beterbiev, and now he's got Usyk back on the ropes.
He's very successful. He had, tough fights with Usyk in the amateurs and all that.
Dmitry's a smart fighter. He's very technical. He hits very hard. He hits very hard.
Soaking up the West Coast wisdom of Joel Diaz, Bivol's main trainer, Gennady Mashinov is an understated presence in the corner.
Доводим до такого состояния, чтобы, увеличив вот эти качества и возможности, чтобы побеждать любого.
You remind me of Gennady Golovkin.
Remind me of напоминает. This is very good drama show. This present just for you. Thank you.
Yeah, because we both have a 50% Korean blood.
Beterbiev will lean on the Montreal master Mark Ramsey to help guide him to victory.
Do you think Beterbiev gets the respect that he probably deserves in terms of his boxing ability?
Artur Beterbiev got excellent boxing skills. Nobody has brought him out yet because his power is so devastating. The guy is much more complete than he gets credit for.
We don't looking for that. Like, we work every day, the maximum. We just want to continue to have success.
You're one of the few people that I can think of that's been in the ring with Bivol, with Beterbiev.
Common opponent Joe Smith Jr. was outboxed by Bivol for the most part. When Beterbiev fought Smith in the summer, he simply obliterated the blue-collar power puncher in 2.
I think Bivol, he punches, he throws more punches, a little more in and out movement. You know, Beterbiev, you know, he's just very strong and accurate.
Bivol's outstanding footwork and lateral movement make him a shifting target, difficult to pin down.
In and out, in and out.
Beterbiev will bring the unrelenting aggression that Zurdo Ramirez sorely missed.
More aggressive now with Zurdo.
So, who do you think wins in that fight, man?
But for me, I have Bivol. For me, Bivol the favorite. I like the way he moves and everything.
What Bivol lacks in one-punch KO power, he makes up for with fast combinations. Beterbiev can also operate behind his solid left jab when required, seeking openings to set up devastating power shots.
And a right hand.
They go back home. Like, he hurting guys.
There are plenty of questions to ponder. What happens when Beterbiev inevitably lands clean?
No.
Can Bivol hurt Beterbiev, who has been reckless and dropped in the past by lesser men?
Beterbiev has been down.
Down goes Beterbiev on a right hand.
Bivol had never been down. Bivol been in there with who at the time was pound the best was Canelo Alvarez. Made him look like nothing.
Beterbiev's punishing training camps breed a focused destroyer. But how much have they collectively taken out of the tank of a veteran whose recent outings have become few and far between?
Why you remind me?
Why you remind me?
A defensive savant who would need to be switched on for all 12 rounds, victory propels Bivol to one of the sport's top table operators. A win for Beterbiev would add the final piece to the world title jigsaw puzzle and the ultimate endorsement as this generation's unbeatable boogeyman.
How do you pronounce that again?
Baba Yaga.
Bayaga, whatever.
Baba Yaga, yep.
That's him.
Baba Yaga.
Both men are ready to bring their A-game to the table for this all-Russian rumble, all set to produce a modern classic. And with undisputed status hanging in the balance for the winner, the stakes simply could not be higher.
By the way, before we go, look at this. I can't wait.